What is up, everyone? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and I have some personal news to share with you today. This is not your typical stimulus check update news. This is more of a personal video coming from my heart, or should I say coming to my arm. Anyways, I finally broke down and got the vaccine shot about 2 weeks ago, and you might be surprised at the real reason why I decided to get it. And yes, I apologize for keeping it a secret. I know a lot of you out there have consistently told me that you were not interested in taking the vaccine shot. So I thought it would be interesting to discuss whether or not these vaccine shots really work, as well as sharing with you my experience so far with the vaccine and exactly why I changed my mind and rushed out to get it for myself. So if any of that interests you today, be sure to stick around until the very end of this video. And if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, and stimulus update news. So if you like any of those topics, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way you can join our little community that we have going on here. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video or even laughing at one of my jokes, then be sure to like this video. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Hello everyone, I'm going to first explain whether these vaccines really protect you as well as if they work against the other variants that are coming out lately. And then after that, I will explain my reasonings for initially not wanting to take the vaccine at all and then changing my mind to rush out and actually get it for myself. And it's not what you think, guys. Now, so far, there are 3 different vaccines available in the United States. We have Pfizer, Moderna, and now Johnson & Johnson. The Pfizer vaccine has shown efficacy of 95% at preventing symptomatic COVID infections after 2 doses. The Moderna has showed around 94.1% effective after its second dose, and Johnson & Johnson has the lowest effective rate of around 74.4% in the United States. But with J&J, you only have to get 1 shot versus like Pfizer and Moderna where you have to get 2 shots. So the question is, do these vaccines really work? The simple answer is yes, these vaccines do work, and they have a high effective rate for protecting you from being hospitalized and or even death if you are infected with the virus. And no, it does not prevent you from getting the virus. It protects you from getting sick. The vaccination works by teaching your immune system how to recognize and fight the virus that causes COVID-19, and this protects you from getting sick with COVID. So far in the United States, we are close to breaking 160 million people vaccinated at the time of shooting this video, and President Biden has vowed to have 200 million vaccine shots in his first 100 days, which is April the 30th. Now, our next question is, do these COVID vaccines really work against other variants? The simple answer is yes, but let's discuss what a variant is. A variant is just another version of the virus that has mutated. Viruses mutate by making copies of themselves, sort of like a clone, but not every new clone of the virus made is identical to the last one. Variants of COVID-19 are just new mutations of the virus that have changed a little bit. Some mutations end up fizzling out, and some actually become stronger and spread more rapidly, which is exactly what we have seen over the last few weeks. So, do these vaccines we have on the market today, such as Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, protect us from these new variants? The answer is yes. But I'm going to let Meg Terrell from CNBC explain it much better than I ever can.
On the South Africa finding, these are the first results that we've seen for either Pfizer or Moderna's vaccines against that concerning B.1.351 variant, and they're very strong. 800 participants were in Pfizer's trial in that country, and there were 9 cases of COVID seen, all among people who got the placebo, none on vaccine. Now, these are small numbers, but they suggest the vaccine protects well against that variant. And remember, this is the one that's so concerning for its ability to partially evade vaccines that the NIH started a trial this week of a modified Moderna shot tailored to this strain. Now, whether we'll need that or other booster shots is not yet clear, although many believe that this round of shots won't be our only one.
So we can see that the Pfizer vaccine is having major success with fighting against B.1.351 variant among recent testing results. So yes, these vaccines are effectively working to protect the American people, but you have to get the vaccine in order to be protected. So either you want protection, or either you want to just take the risk of never catching it at all. Or if you do catch it, take the risk of surviving through it, which actually statistics show that over 105 million people worldwide have recovered from the virus, and up to 24 million people in the United States have recovered as well. But the current vaccines are working effectively to fight against the variants. They just may not have the high efficiency rate as they do with the original COVID-19, but they still provide a great amount of protection. Scientists right now are actively working towards new vaccines and a possible booster shot that will give you an additional dose later that would help protect against other variants in the future. So, should you go ahead and get the vaccine today, or should you wait a little bit longer? Well, I think that answer is a personal preference, but let's discuss my vaccine experience and why I changed my mind to go ahead and get it for myself. Initially, I was totally against taking the vaccine. I was like, man, the government rushed this vaccine to production and it didn't go through all the proper tests that usually takes place. But the truth is, it normally takes the FDA years to approve of such a shot or a vaccine. But the government permitted the process to cut in line and move up to the front of the line. So basically, it cut through all the red tape. And that's only because the entire world was suffering from this pandemic. Lives were being lost by thousands every day. They had to make these type of choices under challenging circumstances. So it really didn't skip any steps in the process, but more so skipped in the front of the line instead. You know how we always do at the state fair or at a carnival? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know you cut the line. So I really didn't feel comfortable with getting the vaccine initially. I was like, I don't even get the flu vaccine shot. Why would I get the COVID vaccine shot? And I'm in great health, so if I do get the virus, I should have no problems with surviving it. That was my reasoning. But Budget Bill's wife works in the medical field, and she started telling me all the stories of people having COVID in the past and then experiencing the effects months later. One example is a 28-year-old healthy male tested positive for COVID and was hospitalized for 3 months and could only walk about 20 feet. And now he has permanent heart damage. Another example is a 35-year-old that was asymptomatic, suffered a pulmonary embolism 3 months later and nearly died. And then a third example is a 30-year-old who tested positive and now struggles to keep his blood pressure under control, as well as having an abnormal heart rhythm. So, considering all these individuals ended up having the virus but recovered from it, they are having long-term effects from it. And that's why I decided to get the vaccine. I don't want to have issues later on down the road from the effects of this deadly virus. And then if you look at the CDC's website, they have listed the other long-term effects of the virus. The 5 most commonly reported long-term symptoms are fatigue, shortness of breath, coughing, joint pain, and chest pain. And then some of the other reported long-term symptoms are difficulty with thinking and concentration or brain fog, depression, muscle pain, headaches, intermediate fever, and fast beating or pounding of the heart, or better known as heart palpitations. And then some of the most serious long-term complications, but less common for most people: cardiovascular problems, respiratory or lung issues, acute kidney injury, rashes or hair loss, and psychiatric issues or anxiety and depression. So I'm like, I don't want none of those. I'm trying to live to see my 2-year-old have children of her own. I don't need no extra problems in the future than I already plan on having. So that's my reasoning for getting vaccinated, and after initially saying that I had no interest whatsoever. So, as an update, my wife and I have been vaccinated. She has had both shots and I have only had one so far. We both ended up getting the Pfizer vaccine. We both are pretty healthy and have no side effects from the shot so far. So, getting the vaccine might protect you less against the variants, but it will still protect you more than not having it at all. Just like using sunscreen when you are at the beach. It protects you at a high level from being sunburn, which some sunscreens protect up to 98% effective rate, but you still can get sunburn. And also, don't forget guys, with you having the vaccine, you are less likely to pass the virus on to your friends or your loved ones. So you getting the vaccine protects others around you as well. So, all in all, I hope this video may help a few people out there that are against taking the vaccine or on the fence about taking it. Maybe my reasoning will resonate with some of you. I know for myself, I have 2 young children under the age of 10 years old, and I need to be around another 45 years to see them grow up as well as their children. And then to relate this video to investing for your future, it appears that the fast distribution of the vaccines is actually calming the stock market down. Generally speaking, this is definitely good for some growth stocks as well as some long-term investing for the future. So if you haven't started investing yet, this is the perfect time to join Webull, where you can get 2 free stocks for signing up and depositing $100 into your account. All you have to do is use the link down below in the description and you can receive 2 free stocks worth up to $1,850 each. So if you are not invested yet, be sure that you start today. And if you want to earn $30 for free, sign up for an M1 Finance account. Once you deposit $100 into your account, you will receive $30 for free. And you can also invite your spouse and receive an additional $30 for yourself, and your spouse would receive $30 for signing up. That's a total of $90 for you and your household. And it's totally free money, guys. Anyways, my time is up, and that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.